Hey ladies and gentlemen, Simon here with another episode of ReZero, episode number 2, episode number 3 actually, sorry, episode number 3. I get confused because technically this is the 4th episode I've watched, but the first episode is split into 2, so it's episode 3, not episode 4. For some reason I said episode 2, numbers all over the place in my mind. This should turn out to be an interesting one. That's not a ghost, that is a cat opening the door because he's bored. So yeah, here is said cat. So please just ignore the fare and the chaos as I try and do an introduction for ReZero. So yes, as I was saying, this should be interesting because although we're running through the same kind of time frame over and over, we're meeting different characters, we're getting different perspectives on what happens when, you know, Subaru takes different actions. We've seen him die 3 times now. Yeah, I've got 3 marks. So this is his 4th life. Now, he ended up back in Old Man Rom's shop. And we kind of assumed at the end of the episode that when there was a knock on the door, it was going to be Elsa, the very deadly client who had arranged to, you know, buy the insignia off of Felt, who had taken it from Satella. If that's Satella's real name, we still aren't certain at this point. And so just as we're expecting, you know, another loop, because, you know, Felt would surely let in Elsa would kill everyone just as she did last time. Ignore the cat, please. And, you know, we'd end up back where we started. But they kind of surprised us. They had it where it was actually Satella arriving. And it makes me wonder what actions Subaru has taken, whether it was running into Elsa earlier on in that loop, you know, that maybe delayed her. Maybe something he said to Reinhardt, who was, you know, another character we met. Or maybe it was by not interfering with Satella, she was able to figure it out herself. This is the good thing about this, is there's so many different possibilities, so many different like timelines that we could view, and so many different outcomes depending on, you know, what actions are taken. And I love these kind of loops, these time loop things. Usually it's just an episode in a series that you get where it's a time loop, but this is an entire show, so I'm in my prime here and I'm looking forward to it. So yes, we're going to jump in. I'm going to try and get a handle on the cat. Before we do, I want to say a big thank you to my Patreon super supporters: Frank Tremel, Karen Abel, Ace, Nick Walters, The 7 Deadly Sins, Damon Smallwood, Michael Y, Clara Gros-Louis, Mr. Greg 89, and Patrick Sullivan. So, let's jump in and see what happens. Yeah, that's the question I asked. So, she does know who it was who took it. And she knows how to find her. So elves must be like even more powerful with magic. Oh, what's the silver hair all about? Uh-oh. Oh shit. Has Elsa shown up? She is. She's here. So this would have been the original outcome if Subaru had never engaged. Because she would have still ended up here. And so would Elsa. It always makes me wonder, would he be this brave if he didn't know he would come back alive? Nice little 4th wall break there. Is she a magic user too? Oh man, she is good. Go on. Kill her, fuck. Ooh, got her. Oh, hold on. I think she dodged out the way. According to her contract? An Odo. Oh, wow. She is far more skilled than I ever imagined. Oh no, she's starting to struggle. Yes, Rom! Uh-oh. She's on his... Oh no. Oh, oh shit. Oh no, right in the head. Where's... Oh, he saved it. What does Haidara mean? Come on. You don't have much time. Holy shit. He's got the bat. Uh-oh. Nice. Oh no. Oh. What's that mean? I mean, think about how far he's come from facing those thugs in the alley in that first episode. Now he's... Oh, oh. Uh-oh. Oh, is that, Reinhard? It is, it's Reinhard. Wow. Every man for himself in the slums, eh? Did she send him there? That's how he found them. Mmm. Is he still alive? How? Oh, it's glowing. Oh. He took it and threw it right back at her. He's so confident. I love it. Oh, so does he use mana to fight? Yes, he uses mana. Oh shit, that is... Oh, I love that art style. Holy shit, that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy. He blew up the house. Can you imagine if Subaru's killed by the debris? Wow, he talks to the swords like they're alive. Yeah, it's a weird thing to say. A very weird thing to say. Why do I get the feeling that Elsa isn't dead? Uh-oh, she is! She's still alive! Injured but alive. Oh, did he deflect it in time? Oh. He's doing it again with the disco stance. I mean, I'd say Reinhardt had a... Oh, don't thrust your hips like that. It just looks weird. Mm. Amelia? Why did she say Satella? I don't know which one's her real name. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. What? How did it take so long to happen? He's dying and he is just so calm. What about the insignia? Did she get it back? Yes, give it back. Is he gonna recognize it? Uh-oh. What? Oh, he put it to sleep. I'm so confused. Okay, so everything was going so well until the very, very end. I'm kind of confused about why he wants to take Felt. He seems to think that she belongs to a certain family, and I mean, I'm assuming there must be a family out there somewhere who have done something to earn them such ire in the eye of the law, to be so kind of outlawed that any member of that family probably needs to be immediately arrested. But I just can't figure out why Reinhardt thinks that, Felt is a member of that particular family. He was asking her family name and how old she was. And it only came about after he saw the insignia. Now, if she'd have stolen the insignia for another reason other than to sell it to a client for money, I could maybe understand a little bit of why he'd feel that way. But, I mean, she didn't really seem to have an interest in the insignia itself, more the money that she would get for selling it. In fact, I would have thought that he would have made the connection with Amelia to say, this is yours. You must belong to that family, so I'm going to arrest you. Because I would assume that if this item is giving him a clue as to who someone is, it would be the person who owns it, which is Amelia. Which, let's talk about Amelia. Why is it she said Satella was her name in the first instance? Who? I mean, Satella seemed to be a very kind of taboo name, and I'm wondering if Satella could be to do, again, with this this family that is kind of outlawed. Maybe, again, I honestly don't know. There was lots of little bits of information. I mean, outside of the awesome action between Reinhardt and Elsa, Elsa just seems to be super powerful. But then again, Reinhardt seems to really have her number. There was a really great fight scene there, and I really enjoyed the moment when Reinhardt used the mana to, focus and enhance his sword fighting skills, and you saw the kind of switch in animation style, and everything just go kaboom. That was a really good kind of moment. But something to do with the silver hair and being an elf or a half elf apparently is very significant. So it makes me think that maybe there is a family out there that has silver hair and is known for their silver hair, and either is like very good at magic, or they have some kind of notoriety for some reason. Puck, who didn't immediately seem to recognize Subaru or have the chance to recognize Subaru. I still think there is a possibility that Puck could, recognize him. I don't know if, maybe her being a spirit will allow her to see through timelines. But she mentioned about a contract, I'm assuming that this contract says that she has to not just protect Amelia, but do something else. But then Amelia went and said she had one family member, but he was always asleep at the most important moments, but he'd never say that. Or she'd never say that. Now, is Puck a male? Because I always assumed Puck was a female. If a spirit even has a gender. That's the only thing I can really think of when she's saying asleep. Unless she's referring to another member of a family who is literally asleep. Yeah, and then so obviously Reinhard belongs to the von Astria family, who apparently is a long line of Master Swordsmen. So I get a feeling that this show is going to have a lot to do with families and, sort of the family trees. And, it's more about being judged on your last name rather than who you are as a person. Some obviously will have very noble names. Some will probably have outlawed names. There is still so much to learn in this show. But I've really enjoyed these first four episodes. And we've only just gotten to the end of the confrontation with Elsa. But I'm very glad that at least we managed to get to the end of it and resolve it without anyone dying. I really did think that that Subaru was going to die when he realised that she actually had cut him. But I'm going to say that Amelia healed him in the way that she healed Old Man Rom. So, yeah, very, very good episode. Love the action. I love the mystique. I've got lots of questions yet to be answered. So, it gives me a lot to look forward to going into the next episode. So, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.